Antaeus Playwrights Lab is a vital part of the theater proper, just because it incubates new work. And in the past, Antaeus was focused on just producing the classic plays. But one of the functions of theater is also to bring forth new work, whether that particular theater company is going to produce that work or not. You know, it could be produced at any number of theaters across the country, across the world. But to facilitate the incubation of that work is one of the tenets of theater, to tell stories and give them to the world. So it's important that Playwrights Lab has served that function for Antaeus now for the last several years. And I think going forward, we'll continue to serve that function. And last year, actually, or 2 years ago, they produced the first two plays ever out of the lab with the Abuelas and Eight Nights. And Eight Nights just won an ovation award, a couple of ovation awards. And the Abuelas also had a nomination as well. So I think going forward, Antaeus may produce more work out of the lab during their seasons. And, as important as it is for any theater to incubate new work, even if they don't produce it, like I said, it can go to other theater companies all over the world. So Antaeus Playwrights Lab is important in that way because we have so many talented writers. I mean, listen to the plays, listen to the work. So many talented people. A lot of people who have had productions all over the country. So there's stories that are ready to be produced coming out of that lab, whether it's Antaeus or whether it's a theater in New York or Chicago or Seattle or wherever. If you're a writer who wants a community, a place that's supportive, a place that values what you do, Antaeus is that place. Like I said, we have a big group of playwrights in the lab, and it's an extremely supportive environment. It's a very friendly environment. It's not like a snake pit of an environment where everybody's in competition with each other. I mean, people are really supportive and really want to see you generate the play that you want to create. And within that, it's inspirational. Everybody's inspired by everybody else because you have so many different voices and so many different ways that plays are put forward. It just becomes, everything rises. Oh, well, when it's safe to come back, I would encourage anyone to come to Antaeus to take in a show. The productions are always the highest quality. The best people work on them, from costume designers, set designers, directors, actors. I mean, it's really a tight company, and the talent extends to everything, but not just actors, not just writers, not just directors, but like I say, the technical crew, the technical staff, the lighting designer, the sound designer, the costume designer, the set designer. Like, everybody is extremely, extremely talented and very good at what they do. So the work is always well done, always. So I would encourage anyone to come and see a show. I mean, really, the art is the spiritual backbone of any community. It's the spiritual backbone of your nation. The things that are happening, it's a time capsule, right? The things that I could go look at a play from Eugene O'Neill's time and find out what was going on in part of this country at that time period. So on throughout the ages, that's what art serves to do. It shows us ourselves. It helps us connect to ourselves. It helps us connect to other people. It helps us to have experiences that we might not have had ourselves personally. It creates empathy at its best. Even if it's not an experience that you've had, somebody has had it and you see it played out in a dramatic form. And usually I would say when people see art connects with people in a way that a politician can't connect with a person. It connects in a way that an activist can't connect with a person. It really seeps into your soul, whether you want it to or not, because that's what art is. It reaches inside you when you see it, or when you hear it, or when you look at it. So Antaeus, like I've said, puts forth such quality work. So there's a lot for you to be moved by. There's a lot for you to learn from. And Antaeus does it at a high level with many different kinds of people. And if you were going to support a theater, Antaeus would be one to support because it's really coming from that place of art being pure, art making a difference in a person's life. Hey, I'm Khari Wyatt, playwright, Golden Shine, a part of Zip Code Plays too. And if you've enjoyed this conversation, please go to Antaeus's website and support the theater in any way you can, whether that's volunteering or whether that's a cash donation. All help is appreciated.